What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn about celebrities that have been banned from Britain. Now, I have heard of the idea before of getting banned from an entire country, very rarely in the news and stuff, but nothing that comes to mind about people who have been banned from Britain in particular, and I guess just the whole concept of being banned from a country. It's kind of funny. I guess because it's like, how does that happen? You haven't broken enough of the law to go to prison in that country. So, or you've just done enough bad that the country is like, okay, we don't want to see you again. Don't come back or something like that. And I guess my other question, the burning question is, who are these celebrities and what did they do? What did they do to get their privilege revoked to ever visit Britain again? I assume in their entire life. So I don't know. I'm going to be very entertained if I actually know some of these celebrities. That's also funny too, like banning celebrities. No country wants to have to ban a celebrity from your country forever. So I don't know. I feel like this is going to be very entertaining. So let's take a look.
For this list, we're flagging up the famous figures who have been denied entry into Britain at some point in their lives, including those who have since had their bans lifted.
Oh, wait, that was actually important. The narrator tried to slip that by us. People who have had their access to Britain, like, revoked or not allowed in Britain for any reason, and it's also including some celebrities who have been banned from Britain, but later their ban was lifted and now they're allowed back in Britain again. So this list is a little more lenient than I first understood. So let's see.
Number 10, Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
The American rapper was scheduled to headline a Rock Cause benefit gig at the Royal Albert Hall in 2008.
2008. Okay, just to be clear, I know sorta Busta Rhymes. Like, I know the name. I know he's a famous rapper. That's about where my knowledge on Busta Rhymes ends, but I'm still really interested in what he did.
But he almost didn't make it thanks to immigration officials at London City Airport. Rhymes was stopped at the gate due to a series of unresolved convictions in the US. The holdup was temporary though, and after a few hours under an armed guard, Busta bust out of the predicament, with his lawyers securing a legal injunction, and just in time to play the show too.
Wait, this just seems like, because you're rich and famous, you're just getting to get away, you're getting special treatment or something. He had several, what did he call them?
Unresolved convictions in...
Unresolved convictions? What does that mean? He had unresolved convictions in the United States? It sounds like they stopped him properly, like appropriately, and then he just got his lawyers out, and like, well, I'm glad he was able to get to his concert, I guess, but this sounds like the British, I don't know, Border Patrol or whatever, at the airport were correct in stopping him. So, I don't know how I feel about this.
Legal injunction, and just in time to play the show too. Number 9, Julian Blanc.
You tell them to choke women, you tell them to take women's heads and put them in your crotch, in a man's crotch.
What? What? This is not where I thought this video was gonna go. What's his name?
Women, you tell
Show 2.
women's heads.
Number 9.
Julian Blanc. I've never heard of him. Apparently he's a dating coach who has some very interesting ideas of how to date.
In your crotch, in a man's crotch.
And that's where a lot of the confusion is coming from.
A self-styled dating coach, Julian Blanc held some serious influence back in 2014, leading seminars and events aiming to teach men how to meet and seduce women.
Okay, it's an unusual profession, like being a dating coach, and he's a little strange, but what has he done anything to deserve being banned from all of Britain, though?
But his rising profile soon fell apart, with critics and campaigners highlighting how his teachings objectified women, encouraged sexual harassment, and promoted rape culture.
Okay. So is there Obviously, those are all really, really bad things. Is that enough to get banned from Britain?
That's what Julian Blanc is doing. He's promoting sexual assault against women.
By the end of 2014, Swiss-born Blanc had been deported from Australia and barred from entering Britain or Singapore, with various other nations promising to turn him away as well.
What? I have never heard of this guy. I feel like this would have been a huge story. It's very strange, but it sounds like this dating coach was somewhat despicable from the sound of it. So that's exactly what I'm trying to learn here. What reason what reason does Britain have to ban you? And apparently, Britain can just not like you, and you can get banned, which I guess it is what it is. I was wondering if it had to be a technical, legal reason, or if Britain can just be like, get out of here, don't come back.
Number 8, Serge Aurier.
It's good. It's good for my future. It's good for my family.
I'm not familiar with him as well, Serge. It's looking like he's a football player.
An international footballer who's played right back for Paris Saint-Germain and Tottenham, Aurier has previously proven a controversial character on the pitch. However, it was his off-pitch antics that prevented him from playing for PSG against Arsenal in the Champions League in 2016.
Oh, that is so bad for a footballer to get banned from Britain. And yeah, like you're going to end up missing a bunch of games, right? Like this is extra bad for off the pitch actions. What the heck was he up to? Oh boy.
He was appealing a 2-month prison sentence at the time of the fixture, handed to him for assaulting a police officer in Paris. The case caused UK authorities to revoke a previous visa, making it impossible for the player to travel at that time.
Oh, see, this kind of situation makes so much more rational sense to me. An individual who has some kind of, suit against them, something going on with the law, some kind of law broken, or some kind of court case actively going on where something legal is happening, and therefore, legally, their visa is being, revoked or something like that. This situation actually makes sense to me.
Number 7, Michael Savage.
Michael Savage, what a name. I do not know who this person is either. This is interesting. I don't think I've really known who any of these celebrities are so far, but we'll see.
He's the one who's furious because the British government just banned him from the UK.
While the UK has previously banned various people for reasons akin to inciting hatred,
I don't know why. There's something funny to me about, it's obviously very serious, very, very serious what a lot of these people did, but whenever they say, Britain has banned Mr. Savage, it's it's kind of funny and amusing that, a country, almost talking like Britain is a person, has banned you. I don't know why that's amusing to me. I'm not sure what he did, though.
UK has previously banned various people for reasons akin to inciting hatred. Few have a higher profile than US radio host and best-selling writer Michael Savage.
This is a US radio host? Well, I'm a little out of the loops that he travels in, because I am not at all familiar with him.
A one-time friend of Beat Generation poet Allen Ginsberg, Savage has touted criticism with controversial comments on everything from ISIS to the Catholic Church to Robin Williams' suicide.
Wow.
Then Home Secretary Jackie Smith banned Savage from Britain in 2009, a year after he had voiced contentious views on autism diagnosis.
Wow. See, this is very interesting to me. Because I was wondering, what are the stipulations with being banned from Britain? And it really seems like it can be for a large variety of non-legal reasons. What he says, what this man has said and done is despicable and horrible and hurtful, but it doesn't seem like anything against the law, unless there's some sort of anti-hate speech laws that he's violated or something that I don't know about. But it just seems like if a country like Britain doesn't like you, banned. There you go.
In response, Savage branded Smith a lunatic.
I want my name off the list. I'm appealing to Gordon Brown.
Number 6, Tyler, the Creator.
What? Okay, now Tyler the Creator, I think, is probably the most famous person on this list so far. It's only number 6. I know Tyler the Creator. I don't listen to that much rap. I know Tyler the Creator. He's insanely popular in the United States. Is he really banned from Britain? Or is this going to turn out to be one of those niche cases where he was like banned for 2 hours and then allowed in?
Having released his third studio album in 2015, Tyler, the Creator, kickstarted his biggest ever world tour at the Coachella Festival in April. But the rapper was forced to skip scheduled dates in Britain, which had included planned appearances at Reading and Leeds festivals, as controversial lyrics led to a nationwide ban.
Controversial lyrics? Wow. Wow, I was not expecting that. I gotta say, I'm a bit surprised at all of this so far. I was expecting a lot of people being banned from Britain for, like, breaking the law or something, where it's mostly just been, like, speech that people don't like, actions people don't agree with, and in this case, lyrics that the British government doesn't like, rap lyrics.
Theresa May was Home Secretary at the time, and she cited lyrics from Tyler's debut album Bastard as the particular reason for the visa veto, with Tyler's critics claiming he glorified homophobia, misogyny, and violence against women.
What?
Huh. Well, I can't say I know what the lyrics are or if any of these accusations are true. If these accusations are true, that's horrible, and he's horrible for doing that, but my knee-jerk reaction, not knowing the specifics, is to be like, why is the British government, like, caring about Tyler, the Creator's rap lyrics and banning him from the whole country? Maybe it's justified. I don't know. That's just my knee-jerk reaction. I think I'm just surprised that can happen and happened.
What the is that supposed to mean, bitch?
Like, obviously his whole shtick is being sensational and, like, over the top and kind of, you know, pushing the boundaries of what's okay to say. I feel like that's a part of his thing. So where does the artistic license begin and end? And I don't know. Banned. Is he banned forever? Like, I'm kind of really curious now. Tyler the Creator, banned from Britain. Who knew?
Number 5, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson? Okay, now this took a complete, like, 0 to 100. Now we're banning Mike Tyson from Britain. What did Mike Tyson do? Okay.
He nearly killed himself, even looking at you.
Well, if he didn't do it, I was going to do it.
Iron Mike isn't the only boxer whose passport won't pass with British authorities.
Wow, so that makes it sound like he's banned for life. Like, his passport won't work to get to Britain. What on earth did Mike Tyson do? How did I not know about this?
Just ask former lightweight Joan Guzman. But Tyson's easily the sport's most famous name to have been denied entry.
Yeah.
His book tour was redirected to Paris in 2013 because tightened UK immigration rules blocked anyone who had been sentenced to 4 or more years in prison from entering the country.
Wait, okay. This makes more sense to me. This is on a legal technicality. I didn't know Mike Tyson was in prison for 4 years, gosh. If you're in prison for 4 years, your passport doesn't work to travel to Britain. At least that's, like, just a law that, you know, assuming people just know that. And, you know, what can you do? Okay, I was like, what on earth did Mike Tyson do? Like, to ban arguably the most famous boxer alive from entering Britain just seems like, I'm sure Britain doesn't want to have to do that. But I don't know.
Tyson served 3 years of a 6-year sentence for rape beginning in 1992.
Wait, Mike Tyson was convicted of rape? I didn't know that either. What the heck? Okay, well, that's horrible, obviously, and I don't really feel bad that he's banned from Britain now.
That's what they want. I'm not going to fight their laws.
Number 4, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown! Chris Brown! I don't know any of Chris Brown's songs. I know he's a music artist. Very controversial. Like, oh gosh, I think he was reported for abusing Rihanna or something like that. I think he probably faced charges. Is that why he's banned? Similar kind of situation? Despicable behavior?
A singer with a long history of legal troubles, Brown's most infamous crime came in February 2009 when he physically assaulted his then-girlfriend Rihanna.
Right,
The domestic violence case caught global attention, not least because of the perceived leniency of Brown's sentence, which involved 5 years of probation but no jail time.
Wow, no jail time for domestic abuse. What the heck is going on with that? Well, I'm glad I'm glad some repercussions have been had. Banned from Britain, good.
Brown applied for a UK visa almost 18 months after the incident, hoping to take his European tour to Britain, but the application was denied in light of him being guilty of a serious criminal offence.
Yeah, he was found guilty. He was straight up found guilty of domestic abuse. Good. He should be banned from the US, too. That's horrible. Okay, well, this is definitely one I finally 100% agree with.
Number 3, Edward Snowden.
Oh, interesting. Edward Snowden, famous American who had to flee the country after revealing top secret stuff about the government.
If I walk out on the street, people have no idea who I am. If I walk into a computer store, everyone in the store will immediately recognize me.
Perhaps more than any other public figure on today's list, Edward Snowden became famous as a result of the reason why he's not allowed in the UK or many other countries.
I was about to say, he's banned from the United States. I didn't know he was banned from other countries. I never thought about if other countries like Britain would really care about Snowden's status or what he did against the United States, but interesting.
Snowden was at the center of an international scandal in 2013 when the former CIA worker leaked classified documents disclosing information on various global surveillance programs, the UK's included.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Some people hate Snowden, some people like Snowden. He leaked classified information about surveillance. I had no idea any of that information he leaked had to do with UK surveillance. Does that mean he broke a UK law? And that kind of has to do with why he's banned. I kind of get it now.
Snowden was granted asylum in Russia, but Home Office letters were reportedly sent to international airports calling for Snowden to be turned away from any Britain-bound flight.
The best part about being sort of a marked man is that you no longer have to think about tomorrow.
Number 2, Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart! Martha Stewart is banned from Britain. This list does not cease to amaze me. I am enjoying this thoroughly. We're finally touching on many celebrities I am very familiar with. Okay, what did Martha Stewart do?
I forget that term for that. It's not African American rich. It'll come to me.
Martha Stewart's career can be divided into 2 distinct periods, before and after her 2004 5-month prison sentence for investment fraud and obstruction of justice.
Okay, I remembered there was something she did that was illegal. I was assuming it was pretty obscure. Investment fraud? Because I could not remember for the life of me what Martha Stewart did, but I knew she did something. I feel like she made a little bit of a comeback after a while, after everyone kind of forgave her a bit for the old investment fraud. Sheesh. Is that why she's banned from Britain?
The well-publicized trial and jail term might have ended Stewart's career, but America's head homemaker came back arguably stronger than ever. Martha's resurgence wasn't enough to breach British borders, though. The UK Border Agency refused her entry in June 2008 thanks to her criminal record, scuppering her plans to present at the Royal Academy of Arts.
Interesting. So, the British government can ban people just if they don't like what they say or do or some of the work they've done, or in this case, just because of a criminal record, not an active court case against them or any kind of legal action against them currently. If they have a history of doing something illegal, Britain can be basically Britain can just send you away for any reason at all. That's what I'm getting.
When you know inside that you're good, that you've done well, and that you are an honest, good person, then you know that you can live through disaster.
Number 1, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg? What? Snoop Dogg? When did Snoop Dogg get banned from Britain? Why Snoop Dogg? What did Snoop Dogg do? Snoop Dogg? We're banning Snoop Dogg now?
We finish with a rapper who underwent a long-running battle with the British Border Agency after an airport fracas that occurred on UK soil at Heathrow in 2006.
Did he have drugs with him? Did he have drugs with him? Is that what happened? Like, I'm just guessing. I'm trying to think of what did Snoop Dogg have at an airport altercation with the police? I can make a guess.
Snoop and his entourage were involved in a brawl with the police following an argument over entry into a first-class lounge.
What? Oh, what? It has nothing to do with him bringing drugs. Sorry, Snoop Dogg, I assume the worst. He wanted to get into a first-class area, lounge, and he wasn't allowed, and his posse got mad and got into a fight with the cops? What the heck? I mean, if your entourage, like, literally has an all-out fist fight with the British police, I understand why you'd get banned. Like, that's pretty serious, if not a bit silly.
Ultimately, he was banned from re-entering the country. But D.O.G. was VIP once more when he won a £100,000 legal battle to remove the restriction in 2010.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, everyone really loves Snoop Dogg. And it doesn't surprise me of all the people on this list, his ban was lifted. So, glad to hear that.
Snoop also shares an unlikely friendship with Martha Stewart, so who knows what would happen if they ever showed up together.
What the heck? I was not expecting that.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK.
Wow, that was good. That was by WatchMojo UK, and I liked it. I liked that quite a bit. I liked that most of these people, you know, it started a bit slow, a bit obscure, but I know most of these celebrities, and I'm kind of shocked. So many of these celebrities are banned from Britain. Snoop Dogg, at least he was allowed in, though. Martha Stewart, Mike Tyson, Tyler the Creator, what on earth? I went into this thinking it'd mostly be for legal charges, like crimes they committed in Britain. And that wasn't even the case much either. It was just mostly Britain deciding they don't want you in the country, and that's about it. That's about all it takes. So that's interesting to learn as well. Got to be on my best behavior. So anyway, this was informative, entertaining, a little surprising, but very good. I enjoyed it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain and British culture and stuff in Britain I've never learned about or seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.